So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter. Rock it.
On the counter, Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ready? Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gerald Everett taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll drop to throw.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back to throw here.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time for Jacksonville. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Lawrence will throw.
And Chark calls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 30 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Five yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And the Raiders have got him.
Tanner Muse credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Second down at 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
They'll set up a throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 53, check 53. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot, but when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another tote for Etienne. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 4. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 15-1. 15-1.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.